Hi, so today, unless you've missed the light blaring in on my incredibly pale face, it's incredibly sunny. And the partner of being unbelievably sunny means being unbelievably hot. At least hot as it is relative to me, anyway. And this wouldn't be a problem if my window opened fully. All I get is a tiny gap that big, and that's what's airing my room right now. So in order to acclimatise, I've been trying to do slightly tropical things. Not fully tropical, because then I might think that this outside temperature is cold. No. Instead, I'm only doing slightly tropical things like peeling a satsuma, turning my jeans into makeshift shorts, revealing my pasty skin, wearing sunglasses, wearing a pith helmet and my sunglasses, eating the satsuma. Unfortunately, none of this really amounts to the cooling process that an open window would provide. So I went on Tumblr and I thought I'd just search for pirates. While I was on there, I found a little bit of backstory to a subplot of Pirates of the Caribbean. Someone had written the backstory behind how Jack got the Black Pearl and that whole thing, which is alluded to in a couple of lines in a certain scene, linked down below. And someone underneath said that it's such a shame that so many people look over these parts of the film. However, are they really part of the film? Now, a lot of books do come out accompanying films, and they do go a bit deeper into some parts of the plot. And this can be a very good thing. Having an expanded universe has made the Star Wars universe a lot more interesting. However, this person was trying to make the point that these films were interesting because they had a lot of backstory. But to fully explain my point, I'd like to use an example. Now, recently I was made aware of the backstory between Doc Brown and Marty McFly of Back to the Future. And in Back to the Future, you essentially have this old guy hanging around with this teenager, and the teenager is then put into a lot of danger by this old guy. And you kind of just go with it because it's quite wacky. It's something that would be brought up quite a bit when talking about it. That it was quite weird and it was quite strange in how it first came about. And one of the writers apparently gave a backstory behind it. Simply put, it was just the fact that Marty was an outsider and Doc was an outsider as well, and they just essentially came together when Marty went and talked to him one day. Which is quite a dull backstory, and that's why they didn't really need to include it in the film. It didn't offer a lot of substance, but it made you feel more content with the story that they gave you. Whereas in Pirates of the Caribbean, this plot point offers a lot of answers to anyone who wasn't listening that much, like me. And I think that's what matters. What we were given as an audience from Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't something that was very deep. It was convoluted a lot of the times and quite messy and sometimes confusing. And this story of Captain Jack being a pirate but not really being a pirate before and then getting caught and what it means to him is very intriguing, and I think it's more interesting than the actual films were. The story of Doc meeting Marty isn't that interesting, whereas the origin story of the pirate Captain Jack and the Black Pearl is quite an interesting road to go down. And it was a waste of a good idea, really. All in all, my attempts of trying to feel tropical have failed. So thank you, unreasonably warm spring. Please continue to paint my pale face a more freckly shade. By the way, the schedule that I am sticking to at the moment includes writing little blog posts, and I've got a little WordPress thing. Please feel free to go and check out the stuff that I'm writing every 2 weeks. Maybe even more, if I feel up to it. I'm not just typing an imaginary typewriter now, although. Oh. So down below is the link to my WordPress site. Go and check it out if you want to. It would be great if you did. Bye!